Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris Dash, and I have a loadout here for you for Atomic. It's a long-range loadout, something that we have to take pride in, staying away from damage and doing damage from a distance away. If you are that type of character that wants to learn a loadout for Atomic DPSing, you are going to actually see a video. This was inspired by Atomic long-range DPSing. We can make a difference on the board. First move on the rotation, Neutron Bomb. Cooldown speed 2.75, and likewise this can be enhanced with another ability that I'm going to show you that is going to be next on the rotation. Neutrino Blast, creating many small but dangerous explosives to heal yourself and gain immunity against control effects for a short time. Nuclear Burst, blasting your targets with an explosive ball of energy, damaging its enemies near your target are also damaged. Therefore, it comes with a power interaction that would have to make you do this a couple times to get the rotation off. You will see in a couple of moments how to go through the rotation. Unleash Antimatter. Supercharge Generator. Burst with a positronic force to deal damage and stun nearby enemies. Next on the rotation of DPS list, Robot Psychic. Deploying a hovering security drone to assist in battle. That means it's going to be a pet that's going to help you throughout the course of the game. The supercharge that I prefer is Radiation Burn. That's going to be casting at 10,000 and it's going to be 2 seconds cooldown. So that is the loadout for the DPS Atomic Long Range. I'm going to show you the rotation. Stay tuned, continue watching, and get the click from left to right. Okay, we'll see. Moving along on the stat point tree, I put a skill point in super power to get the might, power regeneration, and likewise moving forward we did critical attack chance, and I was able to put as much as I possibly can put there. Critical attack damage. I'm moving along. I would be basically moving everything towards might because this is a super powered. I'm not going to be using a lot of precision. You will see how I use my loadout. Most likely you're going to be using a troll, a lot of sodas, supply drops, and so forth. And I put the rest in health so I can be able to stand in the fight. Moving forward in iconic powers, I was able to put a skill point in Robot Psychic to get this to be in my loadout. Do not forget to put this in your loadout and likewise put a skill point in it. Moving forward, I was able to show you guys a little bit of what I was able to show you in specs. These are what I'm using as my precision weapon. They are hand blasters. I got a lot of situations with this situation. You don't have to use this precision weapon, but whatever you prefer, it's okay to you. There will be time to use it, but this is my situation. I didn't use weapon mastery because I'm not going to go that deep in precision. Likewise, if you want to use a little bit less, you could with a different type of power. I had to put one in supersonic speed for flight and get that speed and flight in the air situation. So that is something that you got to put on so you can make sure you get to the battles, and if anything happens you can catch up with the group as soon as possible. This is a couple of the powers that you might have to just check out, and you know, these are going to be situations that you can go and look at, read for yourself, get a little bit of an understanding of what your powers can do, find out the interactions. This loadout is going to be a loadout that you can test out, try for yourself, and see how it's going to be able to benefit you in the long run, being away from damage, staying away from damage, watching the things that are going on, the causes effects of why people are having situations where they're so close to tanks, and putting trolls at risk and putting healers at risk to keep on healing and bursting out certain amount of heals a game. But the point is like when you guys actually take a moment to go look at all these powers and see their interaction and see what they can do for you, you will see what the power can actually do for you, so you can actually be good at the power. But today is going to be a rotation. Absorbed Amplified is one of the slots I was able to use. Supercharge Atomic Blast 2 in headpiece. Escalating Might in the neck. Accelerate Neutron Blast in the back. Power efficiency in the chest. This mod is debatable. You could use core strength too. Restorative, Electron, flare. It can be debatable, but feel free to use what you like. Explosive blocking in the legs. Max damage in the hands slot. As we're doing a commentary on this and we're talking about this power, we're going to go to might. Might determines the damage of your superpower. Superpower damage base power multiplier 100% might. Based on the results that I'm reading is that for what you are using as a superpower might, whatever you are expecting into might, you are going to get the percentages of exactly how much might you actually put in. My CR is 289, and we're looking at the measuring of what my actually number looks like. I have tanking gear that is making my overall a little bit better. That's going to be a 293. So that is not the overall for this build or for this style set. So we're looking at critical ability attack damage, and these are situations that you got to look at. The percentages are very good. Critical ability attack chance 26 so far from what you can see. So you can see and measure what my attack percentages towards all of my attacks, and then do the percentages. Mightily situations that you're going to be seeing, you know, amplified, and your mightily situations, these are my mods that I'm using, and all of them are might. So basically they're going to be super powered for the damage roll for the DPS situation. Most of the artifacts that I'm using are going to pertain to help my supercharge out, and that's what it's going to be. So continue watching my rotation, and I will show you what you have to click to continuously get this rotation off. These power interactions are very important, and watching the certain buttons that are going to be pressed at certain times are very key, so you can get a balance that is a continuous radiation pulse or radiation aura that's going to be around you, continuously getting what you're looking at as consistent damage. See you guys soon, and I'll make you continue watching what you are seeing right now. Moving forward with the numbers, I was able to pull this loadout off in 73 seconds with a total hit damage of 94 hits, and the max damage that I was able to pull off was 32,028 max. Moving forward, we're looking at 3 ads that I'm going to be hitting a target. Where you want to focus is on the middle, locking onto your opponent and focusing on middle characters that are going to stand in between everybody, that is going to give you a level of damage throughout the ads around you. Locking on is very important because you are going to see the group lock onto a character. If the troller throws a defensive debuff or a healing debuff, that ad has to go down at a certain pace at a certain speed. That's depending on the DPSs. This long range loadout is really good to show you exactly that type of situation. The results that I'm going to find right now is going to be the ones that I hit the 3 ads with, and the max damage I was able to get was 30,693 max damage. Coming to the conclusion, I was hitting the ads for 131 times. Moving forward, I'm going to show you how the trinket works and how is it going to spike my might and my precision, but I'm going to show you right now. So you can see the number actually jumped up by at least 10,000. So when I'm staying on this for a moment, I'm going to show you how it just decreases and comes back to normal, just like that. So that's what that trinket is able to do. Continuing with 8 ads, I'm just showing you on the D-pad when you are holding your lock on button and you are looking on your D-pad and moving it left and right on your D-pad, you are able to move and lock onto whatever character you would like to lock onto. But not only that, I'm going to show you exactly dropping the supply drop, hitting my trinket, going through my loadout from left to right, and making sure that I'm getting a very much of a balanced rotation in my loadout. That is what you want to work out when you're DPSing. This is a long range loadout for the atomic, and you are able to hit these ads. And the one thing about it is that you got to make sure you go through this correctly and watch the loadout at the bottom. You're going to see the max that you are able to do in this at, And likewise, I did this until I was losing power, okay? Things that are going to be beneficial in this: skill points, artifacts, your sodas that you can drink to help boost your might is very important. That is very important. Those are going to be the major key in every situation when it comes down to it. But at the end of the day, if you add all of those things to your situation, more likely you will find more perfection. Going through the power interaction, it's going to be Neutron Bomb for the first move that I was able to show you. Moving forward, we're going to show you what it looks like. Neutrino Blast. Nuclear Burst is going to be a three-way interaction, a combo of 3. Robot Psychic is right on the left hand side of me. Radiation Burn is the Supercharge. It's an area effect and it lasts for a certain period of time. It's a really good move. Thank you for making it to the end. I appreciate you guys for watching the video all the way to the end. Please pass it on to a friend in need, DPSing for atomic DPSing and learning how to do a long distance loadout when it comes to long range with atomic. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I will see you guys with another video with another power. Peace.